Okay, our next presenter this morning is Harmony Barrick. Harmony lives in Muscatine and attends Louisa-Muscatine Junior Senior High School. She's the daughter of Sunshine and Jeremy Barrick. The title of her project is A Modern View.
So my project is called A Modern View. My name is Harmony Barrick. When I first heard of the Herbert Hoover project and the Unconscious Student Award, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to apply for it, and so I started trying to come up with ideas that day. It didn't really work out very well. My first idea was to grow a garden in my backyard and give produce to homeless shelters, but I didn't think they would be accepting food during COVID especially. And so how I came up with the idea is I tried to listen to what others were saying around me and what I wanted to know. So I figured I was a junior, I was going to be a senior student, and I was going to be going off to college, and I had so many things I did not know how to do. So I wanted to take those things and figure out how to teach them to students. But I wanted to do it not in a classroom where there was only a limited time where I could use the classroom. I also didn't want to have to borrow a teacher's time and a supervisor. I wanted something that students could have access to at all times with like athletics and their busy schedules. So far I have made and uploaded 5 videos. One is an introductory video, one is about oil change, one is about apartments, one is about driving, and one is about self-care. And due to COVID, I didn't really have any changes because it was already virtual and it was already online. One struggle I did have with it was the YouTube page name. It linked to my Google account name, so it was named Harmony Barrick, and I had to go in and change the name to A Modern View. But even after I changed it, you have to search it up by the old name to pull it up on the search bar. And the new name doesn't really pull it up, so we had to try adding tags and stuff like that. And another struggle I had was all of the things I wanted to teach people were also things I didn't know how to do, so I had to learn them as well. And I came up with ideas because I made a poll. I came up with a list of around 30 topics, and I polled the students in my area and my school on the top 10 things they wanted to learn. And I have a picture of the topics. And my future students will be assigned these videos. My social problems and economics teacher agreed to assign them as assignments so that they would be able to continue and make updated versions of these videos. And this is the results, so you can see which ones are the top 10 and which ones are not. And my top 10 were filing taxes, car maintenance, paying off loans, making work resumes, eating on a budget, groceries and basics, life insurance basics, basic investing, how to get the right Wi-Fi and internet, general banking, cash apps, laundry, and self-care. Herbert Hoover was a people person. He liked to help those in need, and he liked to do things that not everyone would volunteer for, like the Berlin airlift, getting food across to starving people in Germany when nobody else wanted to, and he liked to help not just in his community or country. And I hope that my videos can be seen not just in my community. And then I have a video to show.
This is Harmony with A Modern View, and I wanted to tell you guys that I took a poll at my school to see what ideas students would like me to put in my videos, to see what are the top 10 things they wanted to learn, and one of them was self-care. So I actually went around asking students what they like to do when they're feeling down, when they're not having a good day, and what they do to make themselves feel better, or when they need like a little pampering and personal time.
So when you're feeling low and you're having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself feel better? Like what are things you do to like self-care things?
Watch TV, I do work.
Okay. Okay, when you're having a bad day, what are things you do to make yourself feel better, like self-care things?
I like to go in my room and just kind of like lock my door and shut myself out from the world and just play no music and write.
Thank you. You're having a bad day and you want to make yourself feel better. What are like self-care things you do to make yourself feel better, or when you need like personal time?
I don't know, I'll probably spend like an hour on YouTube, or like I'll take a hot bath and just try to relax and shut off my phone for a while.
Okay. So when you're having a bad day and you need to make yourself feel better, when you need to pamper yourself a little bit, what do you do?
Basically, I just either watch TV or go to sleep, maybe take a shower and just, do skincare. That just, it relaxes me.
Okay, thank you. So when you're having a bad day and you need like personal time or you need to do some self-care, what are things you do to make yourself feel better?
Normally, if I'm at my house, I take a bath first, and then like I do like face masks and like put scrub and stuff like that, and just make myself, like my body feel better. And then normally I just like watch Netflix alone, I guess.
Thank you. A bad day and you need to like pamper yourself or make yourself feel better, what do you do?
Usually I will like draw a bath, put in some bubbles, listen to some music, and just like cry. And then after I'm done crying, I put some cold spoons in my eyes, and then that's it.
Thank you. So when you're feeling low and you like having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself feel better?
I listen to music, I have to make myself feel better.
Thank you.
What I like to do is get up, take a shower, get ready, do some face masks maybe, a little skincare routine. I like to clean my room, do some homework. I like to feel productive because that's what makes me feel better. But my fellow students said some different things and I wanted to show you what they said.
So I asked some people if when they were having a bad day and they needed to feel better, what they would do, and some people said things like showering and listening to music, but what do you do when those things don't work?
So no strategy is like totally foolproof. You kind of figure out a list of things that works for you and then try different ones. Generally speaking, I think keeping a routine is super important. So you talked about showering. Like if you're having a rough time sticking to whatever your routine is, so like getting up at a certain time, showering at a certain time, things like that help a lot. Getting enough sleep helps a lot. And then just having different strategies to try. So like say your normal strategy is going for a walk and listening to music. Like so if you try that and it's not working, then like what's your next thing? Because the same one doesn't work for everybody and doesn't work all the time.
And if those things don't work, like when or how do you know that you need to like go and talk to someone about it?
So I think if you kind of work through several of your strategies, I don't think there's a specific number, but let's say you tried like 3 or 4 things and those are things that usually do work for you and it's still really not working, then probably that's when you need to talk to somebody. And you can always talk to somebody sooner, but like at that point you've tried everything you know how to do.
Yeah, and how can you tell between like short term when you're feeling low and when you're just feeling low for a long period of time?
So I think that is just paying attention day to day because everybody feels low sometimes. Like to technically, clinically be depressed, it's like 2 weeks is kind of the time limit. So if you notice that feeling has been going on for several weeks, that's when you really need to do something. And then you also have to think about what's going on in your life. So if something like that just happened in your personal life, of course you're going to feel low. But on average, people feel better after a couple of weeks.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
And we have also made it available for certain students who know more on certain topics to make videos and be approved, and it will count for silver 4 hours.
Any questions?
Did you get it so that it would track number of hits, people who actually went to your site and looked at this, that, or the other video?
You can actually see how many people have viewed and liked each video and disliked each video.
And so, do we have some numbers?
My videos have gotten 2 to 3 views on them. I haven't displayed them in my school yet, but I want to display them in some of my comp classes because I actually practice presenting for them and showed them this video as well.
So this is brand new, it hasn't come out yet.
It hasn't got very many views yet.
And so, is it a newspaper article, you can, that this is available and go here and click on
My project and my idea has been seen in, I actually got a picture of my article and my award in a newspaper from Hills Bank. They congratulated me on them seeing it in the
Good.
newspaper. And then people have also shown me that they saw it in the Muscatine one.
What kind of oven cleaning stuff do you use in your video to clean your oven?
I haven't done one on cleaning an oven yet.
There was one on the screen.
That was one of the options that students could pick, that they could choose for the top 10 they wanted to learn.
Okay. Because I haven't found anybody that makes cleaning an oven easy. Okay.
Have you had anybody make a video?
I actually have had someone send me 2 videos on, one was changing a tire and the other was a different kind of car maintenance.
Okay.
So I just have to review them and upload them.
Do they, pardon me, they have to be a certain amount of time? Do you try to keep them short so people watch them?
No, I just try to make sure to get enough information on how to do it and places you can get those things that you need to do, or places like if you're going to file taxes, like places you can also do that.
I just know if it says it's gonna be a 20-minute video, I'm like, I'll do that later.
Yeah.
Right.
I think short is sweet and is
You
good.
want to have enough time for students to be able to watch them in their
Right.
spare time because they've got sports, homework, work,
Mhm.
so.
So all your videos is how this is going to keep going?
Yeah, my teachers are going, like, my social studies teacher agreed to have certain topics be assigned in their classes, and they would make videos on those assigned topics, and they would be reviewed and put on and keep it going.
It's on YouTube, or
Yeah.
you thought about like TikTok or anything like
I
that?
haven't.
Okay.
It was actually requested, like, someone told me that would be a good idea. I didn't know how to incorporate all of it into 10-second and 60-second videos.
Yeah, especially if that's the audience you're looking for. I know lots of resources are out there on YouTube, but
Yeah.
it might be something new on TikTok if you're wanting to get into that kind of younger audience.
Thank you.
So maybe I missed it. Did you explain how this relates to Hoover?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, he was a people person and he likes helping a bunch of people in certain areas. And I wanted to be able to reach other people and teach them how to do things that they didn't know how to do.
Okay, thank you.
So, Harmony, thank you.
Thank you.